They build out their own native first-party platform in terms of
every word in that phrase is key
critical,
in the
right?
infrastructure development here. Yeah.
Right. And so what that allowed, and we could throw in mobile with that too, because that's another really key word here. And we did a little deep dive on m-commerce and a few weeks ago as well. And the reason that is so important, that any small business can out there do, is because what are we seeing right now with the small business, especially in the restaurant space that you alluded to before? They're having to rely on third parties. And it's frankly a mess, right? They're relying on third-party delivery, which is unreliable. They're relying on third-party online ordering, which is not seamless, and usually user-friendly, with incompatible with some of the other things they may have, like their website and their mobile app. And also, really, really critical point here, they aren't getting that first-party data. They aren't getting that. They're letting somebody else get rich off their customers. And that's got to stop. And once they take control of those things and they bring it in-house, which now is easier than ever to do and affordable. It's not like this is only for the big boys and girls out there. The smallest of businesses can do this now. They are going to start to reap the rewards of really being able to engage with their customers even after the sale, which is really critical part that they're missing right now. Is that most people, when they farm it out to a third-party online ordering system, they don't have it tied into their POS system, and so they're not being able to get those people into their text messaging platform, into their email list. Heck, just getting a customer audience on Facebook where you can, remarket to those people with all kinds of things is a huge missed opportunity. That there's no reason that small business can't do it. They just they don't know about it, or they haven't thought it through enough to take the action to do it. But it's really not hard, and something that we help people do all the time. And so those are some critical things here that I think we need to pull out of here. Will things become 100% cashless? I don't think so, but I also think that's kind of besides the point. That was kind of a nice thing, I guess, for them to hope for in their press release. But, this is not to say that you're going to completely replace cash, but it's becoming less and less and less. I don't want to get into conspiracy theories. Again, we had the thought police, slap us down. But, there have been and there are bills on both sides of this that have gone through or in Congress. One to make it easier for everything to be cashless, and other ones to make sure that people can't go all cashless. So we'll definitely see where that ends up. And like I said, the consumer is certainly going the cashless direction right now.
I think that's the big one here, is that the market determines where we go, and there's a certain element that it's just. Yeah, the market always wins here, and it's just convenient in a lot of places to have this contactless, cashless, mobile ordering feature. And we've talked about having online payment gateways for everything from restaurants to, the plumbers and electricians. No matter what you do, if you can remove some hurdles between you and the person who's wanting to give you money, then why not do it? It's just a convenience factor thing. I also don't think that we're going to get 100% there. I think that in-person transactions aren't going anywhere anytime soon anyway. But yeah, we're definitely leaning further and further in this direction, and the pandemic caused us to lean pretty hard, pretty quick. So maybe we jumped ahead a couple of years, but that's definitely the trend line we've been seeing here.
Definitely.
And one other element that I think you left out when we were talking about leveraging third-party services, is not only is it unreliable and maybe doesn't seamlessly connect to your stuff, but it's also not dedicated to you.
Right.
For every Eat Street or Grubhub or whatever kind of external service that you're using, there's 50 other people within your space that are using the same thing. And so any money or time or effort that you put into promoting yourself on those platforms, you are pretty close, or maybe even just as much, promoting your next door competition.
I can't believe I left that point out, Moss. Such an important point. I'm glad you brought that up. Let's just unpack that for a minute and let's take the walk as we like to do sometimes, and walk through, what is a customer journey, right? So I spend all this time to get the customer to my website or my mobile app or whatever. They're literally ready to hit the purchase now button, and I may send them to a place, like you said, where they could just as easily find another place to eat and hop over there. My God, is that a big hole in my funnel and my customer journey potentially? So really, really important point there. Why would you ever want to give them another option to do something else?
So hard to get new customers in a lot of places. I mean, think about that. We set up these marketing funnels for people all the time. We could set up an amazing ad campaign across different social media platforms and search and whatever, and get a bunch of new people, a bunch of new eyeballs on your business. And then they click that buy button, and then they're presented with a list of your competition, and their favorite in the space that they've been going to forever. Do you think they're going to try that new restaurant or that new business, or do you think they're going to go back to their favorite here?
And then,
I mean, you just spent all of that time and money getting nothing here, and you definitely didn't get a new customer.
And then even if you did get the sale, what's going to happen is that third party company that you leverage the sale through is going to continue to market back to that customer more aggressively than you likely. And they're not just going to send them you again. They're going to send them everything in their portfolio that they think that customer might be interested in.
Exactly.
So again, you're allowing somebody else to get rich off your customers. Please stop.